Is 5:34 p.m. I would like to call our work session to order. Happy New Year. Mr. Parker, can you please call the roll?
Yes. Ms. Daniels,
Here.
Ms. Davis,
Present.
Ms. Green,
Present.
Mr. Jones,
Here.
Ms. Rawls,
Present.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Present.
Ms. Bowers.
Present. Thank you. Our meeting this evening may be a little brief. If you're following along on our agenda, the first item of committee business listed is related to the Budget and Finance Committee. We were looking forward to updates by Interim Director Gloria Martin Roberts related to the ARPA funding and the proposed projects for affordable housing, home repairs, senior programming, and Community Connections Hub. Unfortunately, Interim Director Martin Roberts is not available this evening, so we will move forward with our second order of committee business, and that lies with the Community and Economic Development Committee. So I will defer to our Community and Economic Development Committee Chair, Councilwoman Daniels.
Thank you. Mr. Parker, do you mind reading Resolution 82-2024 into the record, please?
Certainly. Resolution 82 of 2024. A resolution approving the preliminary/final land development plan for 315 North Front Street, submitted by Vernon Jones of Front Street Lofts, LLC, to convert the existing office building into an 8-unit apartment building featuring 6 one-bedroom units and 2 two-bedroom units, with 2 units designated as affordable units along with associated improvements.
Thank you. And if the representative for the city could identify himself and give us a brief summary of the process for this application.
Yes, good evening, Councilwoman Daniels and the rest of the council members. Jeffrey Knight, Planning Director with the City of Harrisburg. So the application before council tonight, and Happy New Year to everybody too as well. So the application before council tonight is, as Mr. Parker read, a land development plan for the internal conversion of the former office building at 315 North Front Street into an 8-unit apartment building. 6 of the units will be within the primary structure on site, and then 2 of the units will be in the carriage house at the rear of the property. As Mr. Parker noted, 2 of the units will be designated as affordable. It should be noted that this is not part of, while Mr. Jones is committing to the affordable units, it's not part of a density bonus benefit that he's getting as part of this. So this is kind of almost entirely at the applicant's proposal. In addition, the applicant is going to be providing, I believe, 10 total parking spaces. There are 2 in the courtyard that separates the primary building and the carriage house on site, and then 2 on the first floor of the carriage house, and then the applicant will also be securing 6 parking spaces within the River Street parking garage as part of this project. So overall, it's very similar to, I think, a lot of the other conversion projects the council has seen over the years, where we're taking these former office buildings that themselves were previously residences and were converted. They're going back to residential use. In, I think, contrast to some of the other developments that we've had downtown, the applicant has been very proactive about finding enough off-street parking for the potential tenants, and in doing so is seeking to, address some of the concerns that were brought up by neighborhood residents at the Planning Commission meeting. So with that all being said, the Planning Commission recommended that City Council approve the proposal with the following conditions. The applicant will need to submit a formal land development plan set containing the formal cover sheet illustrating requisite site aspects, as opposed to a construction plan with only internal space, and addressing comments from city departments. And the applicant, I believe, is working on getting that, and I'm sure that will be finalized after city council action, and will include any comments or any requirements that the council members add to the project. The applicant will also receive a certificate of qualification pursuant to Chapter 12-101 of Title 12, the Affordable Housing Certification, prior to recording the land development plan with the Dauphin County Recorder of Deeds, and that will certify those 2 units as affordable. If any other exterior alterations are proposed other than those included in the current application and previously submitted building permit, the applicant will submit a certificate of appropriateness application and receive approval from HARB. And thus far, they have gotten approval for a building permit to begin some preliminary demolition on the interior of the structure, and there's been some discussion with the contractors about what types of work they're proposing, but so far, through those conversations, they've just been proposing to replace some of the glass panes that are broken and otherwise do some in-kind replacements of minor exterior elements around the periphery of the building. And then finally, the applicant will coordinate with the Department of Public Works to ensure that the account billing is updated to reflect the proposed change in use. The Planning Commission recommended that City Council approve the request for the following reasons. The applicant has received the requisite zoning relief for approvals to proceed with the project as proposed, and that was earlier last year in April of 2024. The proposed project will adaptively reuse a vacant office building, bringing an historically, architecturally, and culturally significant property back into productive use, and in fact will reestablish a residential use on site. As opposed to other multifamily conversions in recent years, the applicant has been proactive in securing enough off-street parking to accommodate all residents of the development, obviating concerns expressed by nearby residents regarding the limited number of on-street spaces. And finally, the proposed reuse will add new residents to the neighborhood to activate the street on nights and weekends and grow a customer base to support local businesses.
Thank you. And this application, if we don't act on it, will be doomed to approve January 30th, right?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Ms. Cameron's telling me it's the 31st.
31st, okay, thank you. Okay, apologies to the applicant, I can't see you, so if you don't mind introducing yourself and giving us a brief description of the project, when do you intend to start, when do you think it will be concluded? Has the property been vacant, and if so, for how long? And the 2 affordable units, are they the single, the 1 bedroom, or 2 bedrooms, or a mix of both? So if you could just briefly share with us the vision for your project.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Vernon Jones. I'm the owner at Front Street Lofts, LLC.
Excuse me, could you,
Oh,
get close to the mic or as close as you
hello,
can to the
hello. I don't
microphone?
think that, is this, okay. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Good evening, guys. My name is Vernon Jones, owner at Front Street Lofts, LLC. I think it was, you got a few questions there, but I think to answer them in order, we have the 2 units that are going to be affordable. Those are 2 1-bedroom units that we have. We plan on starting work as soon as we get approvals. We'll, as soon as we get approvals, we'll be able to get our permits and get started on rough plumbing and rough electric. I think there was one more question, right? Charmaine, Ms. Daniels.
Yes, how has the property been vacant, and if so, for how long?
So it's been vacant for 3 years at this point. I think it might be approaching 4 because last year it was at 3. So I think it might be approaching 4 years.
Thank you. So I'll open it up now to my council members, and I'm gonna start to the far left, which is Councilman Jones.
Thank you, Councilwoman Daniels. How you doing today, sir?
Good, doing well, man.
I read through this, man. First, I just want to say I commend you on doing this project here. Of course, we need as much business as we can flowing through the city of Harrisburg, and I think this is a step in the right direction. It's also bringing some jobs with you, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, I just think that this is a great project, man, and look forward to seeing you succeed at this. That's all I have.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for joining us this evening. I have no further questions. Well, I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Rawls?
Thank you, Councilwoman Daniels. Good evening to you both. Thank you for being here. The resolution was pretty straightforward and the answers that you gave. So I don't have any further questions. I look forward to seeing what you produce out of this and how it adds to the community.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. President Bowers?
Thank you. I just had one clarifying question related to the affordable units. I wanted to ensure that that meant affordability related to the city of Harrisburg versus Dauphin County's median family income.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we own 9 buildings in the area, and we specifically look out Section 8 tenants. This is what we do. So to answer your question, it will be affordable to the city, to the people who live in the city of Harrisburg versus Dauphin County. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. So with 8 units, at least 2 would be deemed affordable in our affordable housing program. So I was just wanted to clarify that.
Right.
So thank you very much for the consideration.
No problem.
Thank you. Vice President Green?
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for bringing this project before us. I don't have any questions, but I look forward to seeing it come to fruition.
Thank you. Councilwoman Davis?
Thank you, Councilwoman Daniels. I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Thank you for providing the construction. There's a parking and affordable housing that comes with it. So I think that pretty much satisfies the city. So thank you. I look forward to seeing the end product as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any last-minute questions?
No.
Thank you. I can't see. Okay, thank you very much. I would recommend that we add Resolution 82 2024 to the next legislative session and recommend that we approve the project. And that's it for the business of this committee today. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move forward with our meeting agenda. Next, we have public comment. If you're interested in offering public comment, please state your name and your address for the meeting record. If you don't feel comfortable sharing your address, please share the vicinity in which you live within the city. You will have 4 minutes to share your comments. Mr. Parker will serve as our timekeeper. I will begin to my right. Is there anyone that would like to offer public comment? Okay, seeing and hearing no one. Anyone in the middle section? Seeing and hearing no one. Anyone to my left? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, I would like to have public comment.
Okay. Well, there was someone else that stood up on the left side of the room, so you can follow her comments.
Hello. My name is Kirsten Miller. I've been here plenty of times. I'm from Harrisburg. I will say I don't have a specific place. I'll just say Harrisburg, period, because I'm all around. I want to start off by saying, Lamont Jones, congratulations. Last time I was here, I spoke on you being presented with lawsuits, and I don't feel like you deserve that. And I feel like if everybody would like to open up their doors, they might as well open them. You feel me? Okay. But I'm here to tell you that this here is bigger than you, right? So I want you to shake this table, okay? Shake it. The communities that you state that you're here for, okay? You've been in facilities surrounded by snakes, so I'm sure you know how to move. And this podium ain't no different, okay? President Bowers, Rodriguez, Green, Daniels, you guys are going to end up telling on each other. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes when these cameras are off, okay? I consider this just so much corruption, and you guys took vows and oaths and sworn in to open up these doors and speak. You know what I mean? Not just be meant for a seat. You could pass the torch to anybody. But I will continue to speak on the corruption in my city, including Mayor Wanda Williams, the police department, and Police Commissioner Carter. The intimidation tactics are trash. It's not going to ever make me shut up. I've been shot for saving kids. I've been stabbed for saving them. I teach them, and I don't even have any, but they don't have to be mine for me to support them. I speak for the homeless. I speak for the people that have no voice. I speak for the victims. And all I was met with was disrespect. So what I'm going to say is, for one thing, for a lot of people that wanted to run me out this city, this is my city and I'm gonna leave when I want to. It didn't stop me from starting a business. It didn't stop me from writing a book. It didn't stop me from achieving any goal that I ever wanted to. So to sit here and see these people and come back in here, that's not what I wanted to do. But I definitely wanted to congratulate you. And for Mayor Wanda Williams, to feel as though her seat is solidified to be a mayor, she wouldn't even be throwing shots. She would be sitting pretty. But her closet door is open. This stuff doesn't go unnoticed. And I'm gonna keep continuing talking, I'm gonna continue to write, and I'm gonna continue to show up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, members of City Council and Harrisburg residents. My name is Cynthia Lee Watkins, and I am here in support of the $250,000 that should rightly be due to the Hines Senior Center. I'm a senior, I'm a long-time, lifelong, tax-paying, home-owning resident of the city of Harrisburg. Now, I've been watching what's been going on between the council and the mayor, and I don't always agree with the mayor. I don't always agree with the council. But right now, I feel like council is using the senior citizens as hostages in their fight with the mayor. And I must say, as a senior citizen living in this city and paying taxes, I don't like it. And my neighbors don't like it. And council needs to remember that the majority of people who vote in this city are senior citizens. Thank you.
If you could stay behind,
Oh, that's what I was going to
Thank
say.
you.
Yes.
if you could stay behind for this meeting to be over, we can have a conversation.
I would like to do that, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to offer public comment? Okay. Seeing and hearing no one, the time is 5:53 p.m. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. We stand adjourned.